Some shows make you question reality, but these, they make you afraid of it. From alien invasions to alternate dimensions, from twisted experiments to post-apocalyptic nightmares, these are the stories where science meets pure terror. So tighten your seatbelts and maybe keep the lights on. Because today we're counting down the 10 best sci-fi horror shows you need to watch in 2025. When aliens finally arrive on Earth, it's not lasers and skyscrapers falling from the sky. It's quiet, it's unsettling, it's invasion.
There's only one person who's ever made contact. You.
This Apple TV Plus original unfolds across multiple continents, showing the chaos through the eyes of ordinary people. A NASA engineer trying to communicate, a soldier lost in a foreign desert, a small-town sheriff piecing together strange events. What makes Invasion truly special is its human focus. Instead of going big with explosions, it goes deep with emotions, fear, confusion, loss, and survival. Every episode builds slow, creeping tension until you realize humanity is losing, not in battle, but in spirit. If you crave smart, slow-burn horror that hits the heart as hard as the brain, Invasion is your perfect pick. Coming to number 9, streaming on Netflix, we have 1899, a haunting sci-fi mystery from the creators of Dark.
What's wrong with that ship?
A migrant ship sets sail from Europe to America, filled with passengers chasing new beginnings. But when they discover another ship drifting in the fog, a ship that vanished months ago, hope turns to horror. What unfolds next is a web of secrets, illusions, and shifting realities. Every corridor hides whispers, every face hides lies, and the ocean itself feels alive, swallowing logic and sanity. 1899 is more than a mystery. It's a maze of dreams, memories, and manipulation. History collides with science fiction, and reality itself becomes the monster. With breathtaking visuals, eerie silence, and cryptic storytelling, 1899 pulls you into a storm you can't escape. At number 8, we have Sweet Home, where monsters aren't just outside, they're born within. This Korean horror series wastes no time throwing you into chaos. A lonely teen, a creepy apartment complex, and suddenly the world turns into a living nightmare. People transform into hideous creatures, reflecting their darkest impulses, greed, anger, envy, and it's horrifyingly creative. Each episode delivers shocking transformations, tragic backstories, and jaw-dropping CGI. But what makes Sweet Home so unique is its humanity. Even the monsters have stories. You might fear them, but sometimes you'll also pity them. If you love high-stakes monster horror with heart and style, Sweet Home will absolutely grip you. Coming to number 7, we have Archive 81.
What is going on in this building? What kind of game are you playing? Who are you?
A man is hired to restore old videotapes, but what he finds recorded on them is something that should never have been seen. Archive 81 begins quietly flickering tapes, strange voices, missing footage, and then it opens a portal to another dimension, one built from sound, symbols, and sacrifice. It's inspired by the famous found footage podcast of the same name, but the series expands it into a full cosmic horror mystery. It's about obsession, technology, and the thin line between discovery and madness. Each episode is like a puzzle, and by the time it ends, you realize you've been watching more than just a story. You've been watching something that's watching you. If time travel ever scared you, then Dark will completely mess with your mind. Set in a quiet German town called Winden, it begins with a child's disappearance, but soon unravels into a tangled web of time travel, family secrets, and apocalyptic chaos. Every frame is filled with symbolism. Every question opens 5 more. When you finally reach the end, you'll realize the scariest thing isn't time travel, it's destiny itself. Dark is both beautiful and terrifying, a journey through how love and loss can echo across time itself. Its sound design, breathtaking cinematography, and the haunting score by Ben Frost all come together to create a masterpiece that blends emotion with intellect. And if you love stories that respect your intelligence, complex, layered, and deeply emotional, then Dark isn't just a show, it's an experience that rewires your mind. At number 5, we enter Severance, a workplace where your memories end at the elevator and your nightmare begins right after.
What the hell did you guys see up there?
It's not our world up there.
And your life is filled with
In Severance, employees at Lumon Industries undergo a strange procedure that separates their work memories from their personal ones. When they're in the office, they have no idea who they are outside. When they leave, they remember nothing of what happens inside. Sounds like a dream job, right? Until the walls start whispering and the truth begins to unravel. This isn't a horror full of monsters, it's corporate horror. A psychological nightmare about control, identity, and how far companies will go to own you. With stunning cinematography and subtle dread, Severance is one of the smartest sci-fi thrillers of our generation. And once you've seen the truth behind Lumon, you'll never look at your 9 to 5 the same way again. Imagine you're on a road trip and stumble into a town that no one has ever escaped. That's exactly what From is about.
Baby, please just...
Maybe I can come in.
This series plunges you into a mysterious and unsettling town. Anyone who enters the town can't leave. The roads loop endlessly. The forest hides horrors. Creatures with human faces knock on your window. But the monsters are just the beginning. The town itself is alive with bizarre, inexplicable phenomena. A tree that can teleport anyone to unknown places. A dungeon that twists time forward or backward. And secrets that defy human understanding. Every episode peels back another layer, making the story darker, more intense, and more twisted. You'll constantly be questioning, why are these people trapped here? Who built this place? And is escape even possible? The story blends sci-fi mystery with survival horror, constantly raising new questions while delivering spine-chilling moments. If you loved Lost but wished it was scarier, From is your next obsession. At number 3, we dive into Black Mirror, where technology reflects your worst fears and sometimes your own face.
I don't like this game.
I'm losing my mind.
No list of sci-fi horror is complete without Black Mirror. Each episode is a standalone story exploring the dark side of technology, from AI love affairs to digital prisons, cloned consciousness, and social media gone mad. What makes Black Mirror terrifying isn't monsters or aliens, it's how real it feels. These are near-future scenarios that could easily happen tomorrow. Episodes like White Bear, Playtest, and Metalhead will stay with you long after the credits roll. The show's brilliance lies in its reflection. It doesn't scare you with fiction, it scares you with truth. If you want a series that challenges your mind while chilling your soul, Black Mirror remains the gold standard of dystopian storytelling. Because in Black Mirror, the monster isn't out there, it's in your hands. At number 2, it's The Last of Us, a journey through a ruined world where love is the only thing more dangerous than the infection. Based on the legendary video game, The Last of Us follows Joel and Ellie as they journey across a devastated America after a fungal infection turns most humans into terrifying creatures. But at its core, this isn't just a survival story. It's a bond between two broken souls, a father who lost everything, and a girl who might be the cure to it all. Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey deliver heartbreaking performances that elevate this from a game adaptation to a masterpiece. The horror is raw, not just from the monsters, but from people trying to survive at any cost. The Last of Us combines cinematic storytelling, emotional depth, and terrifying realism. It's not just one of the best sci-fi horror shows, it's one of the best stories ever put on television. Finally, at number 1, streaming on Netflix, we have Stranger Things.
We're alike, you and I. We could reshape the world.
Oh.
Stranger Things began as a nostalgic love letter to the 80s, but over the years, it's grown into an epic saga of friendship, loss, and interdimensional horror. When young Will Byers disappears, his friends uncover a dark parallel world, the Upside Down, filled with nightmarish creatures, psychic experiments, and a girl with powers beyond imagination. What makes it timeless isn't just the monsters or the mystery, it's the characters. You grow with them, fear with them, and fight with them. With stunning visuals, unforgettable music, and characters we've grown to love, it's a rare show that captures both wonder and terror with equal force. From the Demogorgon to Vecna, from friendship to sacrifice, Stranger Things defines what sci-fi horror can be: emotional, thrilling, and absolutely iconic. So those were 10 of the best sci-fi horror shows that prove fear doesn't need ghosts or demons. sometimes science itself is the scariest thing. So, which one are you starting next? Tell me in the comments, and if you've already seen one of these, which show messed up your mind the most? And if you enjoyed this countdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon because more cinematic breakdowns and dark sci-fi stories are on their way. Until next time, stay curious and stay in the light.